Okay, sorry.
And cool. All set. What's going on, man? Nice to meet you.
You too. So, Brendan, I actually have been following you, I think, ever since the One Funnel Away challenge back in February, which
I
was,
know. I've seen you all up in my comments and everything. It's a shame we haven't gotten a chat yet, but now we're here.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
what can I?
so go ahead. I'm sorry.
So what can I help you with?
Okay, so throughout the One Funnel Away challenge, I've been working on the funnel, on the offer itself, and the main issue I've always had, even actually since I first started with online business as a rule, is even though I know that like you have to figure out exactly what person you're trying to serve, the problem
Right.
is I've never been able to for sure determine if I've specified good enough like who I'm serving. Because like whenever I would talk about, oh yeah, this is the type of person that I'm looking for my target customer, people would tell
Mhm.
me that, yeah, you're not being specific enough. So
Okay.
I'm trying to just figure out what my actual customer avatar is.
Yeah. I'd say it's normally better to go down further than try to appeal to everybody. And what's cool is that it works out in both ways for you. It's like the people who you really defined and you said like, oh well, this person feels exactly this way, right? Or even if you set like thresholds and you're like, well, this person, let's say, it, like you only want this product if you have 100 people on your email list or more, right? Then it's like anybody who's just starting their email list is like, ooh, I'm almost there. Like I still want that. And they want it even more. So it's like going in deeper not only attracts the people that it really, really fits, but then everybody else who's like close enough. So it's always better to niche down and, ask the right questions. So,
Mhm.
um, so tell me about what you're selling and what you're doing.
Okay, so my business is all about storytelling used in marketing, sales. So in the One Funnel Away challenge, I already determined that the main, like the core market it's part of is the wealth market. And
Mm-hmm.
then inside that, from what I understand, it would be marketing or online marketing, you could say, since I'm targeting people who are marketing or selling their products online.
Yeah.
Right now, I did the niche as specifically storytelling in marketing or story selling.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem with that is that even that I wouldn't say is entirely specific enough to determine who exactly I'm serving.
Yeah. No, I agree. And a lot of people do just talk about story selling, and it's good, it works, but it becomes more powerful if you could even bring it down one more level, I think. So,
Yeah.
have you, do you resonate with certain people? Do you have something in your history that you like, or like, do you feel that you've worked with, or anything that somewhere you've had success? Does everybody have like some sort of common theme? It'd kind of be the easy way to go about it.
Well, let's see. First of all, before I got into online business, for almost 10 years, I was trying to write stories. That's why I decided to go into storytelling in business in
Okay.
the first place. Now, for the past year until I took the One Funnel Away challenge this September, I
Mhm.
was trying to go at affiliate marketing. So I was thinking of maybe making my target market be specifically affiliate marketers who want to use storytelling in business. But at the
Okay.
same time, I want to still be able to help like non-affiliate marketers.
Yeah.
So not
I
really
mean,
sure there.
what happens too is like you can start out like talking just about affiliates, right? But if the
Mhm.
product is relevant to other marketers too, they can still buy it. And you can almost just rebrand it a little bit later and say, hey, I used to work with affiliate marketers, but I tried it out with this person, this person, this person. I found an ecom guy and it works with him. And I found this guy and it works with him and this.
Mhm.
So agency owners, whatever. I figured out that this blueprint or whatever it may be works for everybody.
Yeah, the reason why I thought of doing affiliate marketers first is because with affiliate marketers, they don't even really need to create the products much themselves. So for them it's more about like whether they're using the products themselves, or at least they've done enough research to understand exactly what the product is going to give a customer. So
Mm-hmm.
that way, basically I'm just teaching them how to craft a proper offer for whatever they're selling, and then also how to create a selling story from that.
Okay. So tell me about the your story selling blueprint.
Okay, so the story selling blueprint I have right now, a lot
Briefly, I
of
mean,
it's, yeah,
overview.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, a lot of it's based on what's taught by Russell Brunson in like Expert Secrets, .com Secrets, also the One Funnel Away Challenge. A lot of it's actually some research and experience I got from elsewhere. For example, there's the hero's journey, which is taught very
Mm-hmm.
commonly like in just regular story writing.
Mm-hmm.
And then also I have some material I've been studying, like there's the story selling framework by a guy whose name is like Daniel. I can't remember his last name.
Okay.
And then and basically, I'm doing a lot of research here and there, just collecting it all together. And that's where my ebook is coming from.
Okay. Sweet. So, let's see. What's the product right now?
So right now, the lead magnet on the front end is either going to be the ebook version or the video walkthrough version of basically a tutorial giving beginners straightforward steps on how to create a selling story. In the back end, I'm planning on creating an offer stack that I'm going to sell, which it's going to help them with things that would come after they've learned the process. Like, for example, how do they get leads once they've come up with a selling story? Even I'm thinking if you have like an affiliate program for any of your services, then I could actually affiliate for something that teaches them how to design their customer avatar.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's funny. That's a good idea. Yep.
Yeah. So basically, no things that the thing I'm going to be selling, some of it will be related to creating a selling story itself, but also some of it will be related to the like what problems will arise once they have a selling story in
Mm-hmm.
terms of like actually getting the sale. So it's mostly going to be based on that. I'm still in the process of creating my customer avatar, but then basically after that, the upsell will pretty much just be a coaching call with me where I help them one-on-one to create their selling story. Except at
Okay.
that point, they'll kind of need to have at least an idea of what they're selling. So
Yeah.
that,
Yeah. Okay. Um. So tell me this. Why do people need a story to sell their stuff?
okay, so the reason why stories are needed is because stories are actually shown to be one of the most effective ways to sell. It's as old as humanity itself. In fact, we use it in like daily without even realizing it. Whether you're talking to someone about something that you just did, like maybe something happened at work, you're telling them a story, or you're trying to avoid a problem, like for example, let's say you got in trouble with your spouse, I don't know, and you're trying to explain why what you did wasn't exactly wrong, or you're at
Yeah.
least trying to soften the blow, then you're technically going to use a story to do so, to try to
Mm-hmm.
convince them through your own experience. So what I found that with selling, the most effective way to not come across as salesy and instead come across as authentic, magnetic, and attract people and lead them to convince themselves instead of you trying to convince them is to just tell them a story. Talk about
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
person who went through the journey to come to your solution instead
Mm-hmm.
of talking about the solution itself.
All right. So let's say we're talking about affiliate marketers, right? And let's say we're marketing toward those people specifically, storytelling for affiliate marketers. So that's like the broad niche. So what pain points are they feeling? Like, why would they say, oh, you know what, I need a good story? I mean, other than just knowing that they need a good story, right? So like, what's the result that it's going to bring for them? And, not only for their business, like more revenue, whatever it is, but for them themselves. So it's like, all right, I might need a good story because it's going to increase my conversions. But then I want to increase my conversions because You know, I don't know, maybe it's going to save me on ads. Saving me on ads essentially makes me more money, which lets me do something else. So like usually there's a chain of reasoning behind why somebody buys something, right? So they think it's going to get them to the next spot or whatever it is. So like, what are these people going through before they actually see your thing? I guess that's the right question to ask.
Yeah, okay, so some examples would be most affiliate marketers, especially when starting out, because they're going to be focusing on selling someone else's product. The problem is that because it's not their own, sometimes it feels as if they're being fake, because like they didn't exactly put their sweat and blood and tears into creating the product or offer yet. So basically they don't have an angle to come from at first, unless they can come up with a way to relate to the people that they're selling to.
Okay.
So
so here, let me pull something up real quick. So this is still a work in progress. Did you catch the Avatar Masterclass a few months ago?
No, I didn't, but I actually just signed up for the videos.
Oh, really? Okay, cool. Just today?
Yeah.
Nice. What am I looking for? Let's see if this is it. Basically, what I want to do is eventually turn this into an info product where it's like super easy to flip like your avatar into a funnel.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what I'm going to do is pull this up and kind of show you what this might look like. Because really all the avatar is just a series of questions. And it's funny because we all get so caught up on it. We all know it's important, but nobody could figure it out. So what I originally did was put together like a page of like so many questions, like everything you could possibly ask about somebody. And I've kind of narrowed it down to these core, you know, like 20 things. So this is kind of what I'm looking for now. Here it is. And this is kind of what we need in order to actually build a funnel. So I'm going to clone this, the entire funnel. Let's see. And then we can just run through some questions. Normally when people book these discovery calls, it's really a sales call into like the full program. But I mean, like I said, I've seen your name all over. You're always in my comments watching my stuff. So I'm totally down to help you out while I got some time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. I'm opening it up here for you. All right. So this is a generic share funnel template, but what I've done is break it down into basically numbers, right?
Yeah.
So these numbers coincide with what's over here on a sheet. And this is, like I said, still in progress. I put it on hold now because I'm doing a lot of done for you work. But you know, eventually this will come out as a product in itself.
Mm-hmm.
So as basic as it looks, what I'll do is here, let me ask you these questions. Hopefully we can talk through it real quick, and then we can come out with something that should look pretty good for you. All right, so what group do these people identify with? Probably affiliate marketers, right?
Yeah, affiliate marketing groups.
All right, I'm gonna plug in my other screen real quick, just to make things easier. Affiliate marketers. What are they doing? Are they building funnels? Like, is that how they're selling their affiliate products?
Yes.
Okay. So it's like a mutual understanding. These people already know what funnels are, how they work, and how to build them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Either that or like the front end, like the coaching that I give, I'll give them a few basics on how to build funnels. But if they need more assistance with that, then I direct them to things like maybe the One Funnel Away Challenge
Mm-hmm.
or Funnel Builder Secrets and so on.
Okay. So when we say, hey, affiliate marketers, and this is like almost a subhead. So is it, don't even think about building a funnel without reading this? Does that make sense? That's something they're going to resonate with. Like, what is that thing that they're going to do? Right. So before they say they need the story, what is it? Building the funnel? Is that like, like,
Well, so far what I've mapped out before they even build the story, what they'll need. First of all, they'll kind of need to define their customer avatar in a way. Also, they'll need to determine what exactly their offer is. So kind of like how we learned in the One Funnel Away challenge, before we got to the story week, we had the offer week.
right. Okay. Gotcha. So maybe we go into here and it's like, maybe not building a funnel, but maybe it's like promoting a product.
Yeah, something like that.
That makes more sense. Okay. So, and this is helping me too, because now I'm doing like some troubleshooting on my end. So what's the big desire that they want out of what they're about to do? Is it, how to sell affiliate products? Is it, what is the big thing? Are they trying to build the list? Like, what are we helping them achieve exactly?
Here, we're helping them create an irresistible offer. Or you could say,
through the story?
Yeah, basically create an irresistible offer. It's going to be two steps. So the first part is,
but hold on. So why do they want the irresistible offer though? Because they're not going out like, oh my God, I really, really want an offer, right? Like, what is the front end thing? What's like top of mind for them, They're like, I'm doing affiliate marketing because blank. It's like, what is it?
Okay, so someone would be doing affiliate marketing because they want to get sales, but they don't want to have to actually like create the product itself, maybe, for example. Okay. Like they don't want to have to become a vendor, like to put in the costs of product creation necessarily, because they just want to like promote products firsthand, I say.
Okay.
Something like that. Yes, how to sell any product
without, and then what do they think that they need to do in order to sell anybody's product, So it's like, okay, if I want to become an influencer, I have to post 1,000 times a day, right? That's what everybody thinks.
Yeah.
If I want to work in the MLM space, I need to talk to friends and family, right? So what is that thing that affiliate marketers think they need to do in order to have success in affiliate marketing?
I want to be successful at affiliate marketing. Let's see. So for this last year, what was my biggest concern? One thing I was afraid of, like one thing that I would always ask myself is, how in the world am I gonna stand out? Because like, if I'm selling something that already exists and a bunch of other people are already affiliates for it, I was like, how in the world am I gonna sell when they can buy it from anywhere else?
Okay, I'm glad you said that, because now what's cool is it's not only selling any product, but now it's how to stand out.
Yeah.
And maybe that's the big thing.
How to stand out from other affiliates.
So to stand out, what do you think you need to do? Because I actually like that. That's pretty cool. that's unique. It's more than just selling a product, right? So it's like, okay, that's something that affiliate marketers are thinking, how do
Without
I
being
actually stand
spammy.
out? What's that?
Without being spammy.
Okay, well, if somebody's trying to stand out though,
How to stand out from other affiliates.
I mean, if I were trying to stand out as an affiliate, I wouldn't think like being spammy is the answer,
Or
right? So,
spamming
so what do they, do they think that they need to make videos every day? Do they think they need to, what is that big thing, right?
Let's see, what would that be? Definitely plenty of them think that they need to be like posting content regularly. Plenty of them think that they'll need to spend like a fortune on it.
Mm-hmm. So maybe it's like without making content every day, which is good. So maybe our big selling point here is that we just need one good story, right?
Yeah.
And maybe what you do is you just dial in and say, hey, I'm going to teach you how to tell your origin story better than anybody else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that actually works.
That could be cool, right? And it's like, look, you don't need all this content and everything, but if everybody knows your one story, then that's all you're going to be known for. And, they'll follow you for that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that could be like your thing. It's like the story.
Yeah.
What do you think
Yeah,
of
actually,
that?
I like that.
Right.
Like when I was going through this new offer creation, I was thinking like how just like how Russell Brunson says you're one funnel away.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, if you summarized my offer into one thing, it would be you're one story away.
Yeah. There you go. Even if.
So.
All right. So let's see. So now I'm at the even if. So this is their internal false belief, usually their insecurity. So maybe it's like you think your life is totally boring. A lot of people are like, well, I don't really have anything exciting, right? Why would people follow me? And it's, I mean, you can change up the language there, but all right, attention affiliate marketers, don't even think about promoting a product without reading this. Here's how to stand out from other affiliates without creating content every day, even if you think your life is totally boring. That could work. And this you might have to change because it might not absolutely go with this piece. Because this kind of goes with creating content every day, actually. So how do you stand out? Even if you're just starting out, even if you're way behind, even if you think you're way behind. Help me out here, because this is your people, right?
How to stand out from other affiliates, even if you... Something that speaks both to beginners and also to people who have experience. So how to stand out from other affiliates without creating content every day, even if you... I'm going to look at my current funnel just a second. Well, right here it says on my right funnel right now, even... No, this is specifically talking about the offer. So...
Okay.
Even if you've never told a good story in your life, or even if...
So we haven't actually told them the vehicle yet, which is storytelling.
Yeah, we haven't actually told them the vehicle. That's why I can't say even if you can...
So what I'm assuming is that in this video, you're going to be like, hey, so, I was doing affiliate marketing and I was really caught up in the weeds trying to figure out why other people were really killing it and, why everybody seemed to attract to that one person instead of me, right? And what I figured out was that those people had one story that everybody knew them for. And I would go out and I would ask people, hey, why do you follow this person? Why do you follow this person? And everybody would say the same things. So, it turns out everybody has their one story that they're known for, and that's why everybody follows them. So down here below, I'm going to show you exactly how to create your one story that everybody's going to follow you for, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm actually
So,
gonna be checking something right now in Expert Secrets. Just a second.
okay. So, I mean, you can copy and you can, I mean, I'm going to give you the share funnel, but if you want to, you know, pull it into one that you already have built, whatever, just the copy. I just figured it's easier to look at this way, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So what are the pain points for affiliate marketers? Let's see. Unable to stand out. Feels outclassed by other affiliates.
yeah, that's a big one. Even if
Yeah.
you know, this is a little generic, but if you think you're way behind, you might want to go in and
feels like the journey's too long.
I want to. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oops. Yes, you might want to go in and like define that more, maybe, but that's a good place to go for now. So I think, yes, I'm ready to become a super affiliate. That's like the big thing that they're going for right now.
Yeah, except I'm not in I want to see if I should focus whether it should actually be affiliates or I should find I should consider possibly a different type of customer avatar.
Now, why do you say that?
It's because kind of like with my current business, I've been moving a bit away from just simply affiliates, so yeah, it kind of feels a little difficult to turning back. So I'm not entirely sure.
So what are you moving toward then?
Right now, like with my over the past month, it kind of felt like I was moving more towards like I'd say people who are just trying to market. So I kind of feel like it was moving more towards funnel builders in a way, like people who like they have the offer, they have the funnel, but then they don't know how to actually sell it.
Okay, so
I'm not entirely sure.
Like story selling inside the funnel, exactly?
Yeah, and also not just inside the funnel, but like even before the funnel, for example, on ads or on emails, generally speaking. Maybe I could combine the two, like between affiliate marketers and funnel builders, like so that I focus on affiliate marketers who are going to use funnels or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, just from what you told me before, like these people already know what funnels are, how to use them and everything. Like it's kind of assumed. So like we can speak that language a little bit, but essentially story selling inside of a funnel is copywriting, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you have any experience with writing copy, but that's kind of what it is. So, you know, I mean, you know, it's totally up to where you want to go with it, but it's like, what do you want to do, right? Do you want to help people with copywriting, or do you want to help people figure out you know, what they're known for? Because that's kind of what it is too, right?
Yeah,
So
I
it's like,
think on the base level, I want to help people figure out what they're known for. Maybe after that, like for the higher ticket stuff that I end up offering, I could help with actual like copywriting stuff like that.
yeah, okay. All right.
Let's see. I'm looking at a picture from a class project I did where I used some expert secret skills. So let's see here how to craft any offer to fit. Yes, these were some things that I ended up creating for that. So, for example, it says how to craft any offer to fit your passion, how to find your voice and stand out from others, how to drive action and create create energy or something in minutes.
Okay. So let's see.
Mhm.
Situation. That's why people follow them. What do you think of like this?
Yeah, they'll have one single story, and that's why people follow them. That's why people buy their products. Yeah, I like it.
Can't really see the bold.
Yeah, usually in my funnels, when I do it, I just make the bold a different color.
Yeah. So if you want to use that orange, you can, whatever. Like I said, I'm going to give this to you, but you can transfer it to wherever you want.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it is. You know, if you look at people, like everybody has their origin story and their thing. Like if, you know, like Doug Boughton, his big story is that, you know, he had like 100,000 in student loan debt. And then he went over to like student loan debt pages and he was like, I have all this student loan debt. And then he was like, oh my God, I'm paying it off. Come look at how I'm doing it. You know, and everybody followed him because they had that thing in common. Like that was his thing. And now, you know, people follow him for some group stuff and affiliate stuff and other stuff. But each piece has its own story, right? So that's how people first got into him, was like, wow, this guy's paying off his student loan debt. I have student loan debt too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So when I went into my origin, like I think I could actually pull my number one hook from my origin story, especially that's the way that we're taught, even like in the One Funnel Away Challenge and other sources. So if I remember right, my origin story, it does mention student loan debt as one of the motivators. Another thing is because of my schedule, I was trying to get more control of my schedule because I had a job where like the shifts kept on changing regularly and it was getting out of hand for me.
Okay.
So there were at least those two things.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean,
let's see, I'm gonna pull up my origin story right now.
Sure.
Okay, so first hook, it talks about how it's in the backstory where it mentioned how I had been trying and failing at writing stories for a while. So here maybe the pain point we could look at is like how a lot of people, they tend to have insecurities that keep on making them give up instead of continuing and persisting in just one thing for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next part mentioned how I wanted to free up my time and create sustainable income so that I could graduate school debt free. So one big thing about me right now is that I'm still in school. I still have student loans that are adding up, but my goal is to graduate from university 2 years from now debt free. Even though like right now I have thousands in debt already. So
What are you going to school for?
it's business actually.
Okay. Where at?
University of Windsor, local.
Where's that?
You know, in Canada, Windsor, Ontario.
Windsor. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with Canada. I went to school like 15 minutes from the Canadian border, but like 45 minutes south of Montreal. So I
Mm,
know like Montreal and that region and everything, but nothing west at all. So
yeah.
how far are you over?
Near Detroit.
In Detroit. Okay. I got you. Cool. Sweet. So look here. I think I kind of like where we're going with it here. And if we go to the top, like think you're an affiliate marketer and you see this page, right?
Yeah.
How to stand out without creating content. Because that's everybody's thing is they create a ton of content, right? And it works. It does. Just takes a lot of time. Where really, if you just have your one story, you don't need that much content, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like if you you know Natalie Hodgson, whatever.
I've heard of her, but I don't really.
So she hit the Two Comma Club a couple years ago, but basically she was doing like a ton of different things. Like she had this fitness business she was doing, and it just wasn't working, you know. And then what happened was she peed her pants on camera because she just had a baby like last month, and I guess that's something that happens after you have a baby. I don't know, but I guess it is. And she turned it into an ad, and like that's what made her viral, and that's like what her story was, you know. And then
Mm,
she went out and she totally like rode with it, and she's like, look, people are doing this, let's solve the problem, right? It happened to me. So like that's why everybody followed her, is because it literally happened to her and it was like so embarrassing, but that's what made her followable, was that was her story, right?
yeah.
So you could even like pull in examples and stuff like that too. I mean, um, you know, and you know, everybody has like their one thing.
Mm-hmm.
So like, are you struggling to stand out, trying to figure out why some affiliate marketers have a huge following and sell tons of products? They're all known for one thing. People follow them, and that's why they buy the products. One single story. You know, change that as you need. But what if you can control how everyone knew you? You can. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can go into you know, the key to getting
You know, there's a formula to create that's a selling story.
you know, and then there's your introduction. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you know, name it whatever you want, but here's your stack. Yes, I'm ready to become a super affiliate again. Total value, obviously, your value. And I'm just working off like a worksheet that I have over here. Need more info. So here's like the core piece. So then you can say, you know, 12 hours of content. Um, you know, I'm going through this real quick, but so then we get into our bonuses. Like 11 was tools. So like here's the supplemental pieces.
Pieces.
oh, this is actually this was the price, but retail it's free, so you could say
So for the supplemental piece, it's basically something that's automatically sent to basically support the main offer.
It doesn't have to be, but I mean, so it's supplemental as in written, or it's an asset. It's tools that you're delivering to them.
Oh, okay.
So if you go into Expert Secrets, like this is new stuff. I pulled it right out of there. Let's see what page it's usually on. I think I have it marked. If I can, be done. Yeah. So page 146. This goes into your offer. If you have it in front of you.
Yeah, I do.
The Opportunity Switch Masterclass. That's the actual video course, whatever it is you're providing. The tools. What else can we give them to make it easier? So as far as storytelling goes, it's publishing your story. So you can have templates, platforms. I don't know, right? So you can have an email template. You could have a Facebook Live template. You can have all these things wherever people are publishing their story. You can have a share funnel that it's an about me and my story, right? So these are things where people can plug in their story everywhere so that everybody knows them for that one thing. So yeah, I would totally do something like that. So you can call it it can be not story templates, but and that's share funnels, Facebook Live template, email templates, yeah. Everything else, all the other templates too. And that's just a thought. I came up with that out of nowhere, but it's something you could totally do. So then you can do bonus one. You could take other people's stories, like I just said about Natalie, and say, killer stories, case studies, whatever.
Yeah.
These stories have tribes of thousands of people, and there are right, and then go into let's see. Your signature. And then this one's going to be the internal, right? So what is their biggest insecurity when it comes to it, So, hey, well, I think that a story is what I need, but blank. So it could be my life's boring, right? Like we said before, that's probably a huge one. Everybody thinks oh, I don't really have a good story.
Yeah.
So you could say let's start down here.
Yeah.
Whatever the package is. So it's give it the name that you want, but turn extraordinary.
Mhm.
You could say, now I'm thinking like, all right, this is going to take away the pain or whatever problem they're running into. So what I'm kind of doing here is like, here's what's inside it. And really this should be here. It's like, if I'm going to actually translate these, like, here's what's inside it. No.
Mhm.
Oh man. All right. Okay. So like whatever this is, if it's an ebook, if it's a master class, 2-hour master class, whatever. And then never be boring again. So it's like, here's what's inside. Here's like the problem, or like why we're giving them this thing. Right. So like when we're making an offer, it's not just throwing a bunch of stuff together, right? It's all intentional. So like I said, okay, what is their internal false belief? That they have a boring life, right? Oh, well, I don't really have anything exciting happening.
Yeah.
So we're going to give you this. You see what I'm doing here?
Yeah.
So we're not just throwing an offer of like a bunch of things. It's all very intentional. Like
Mhm.
here, you have a boring life. Okay, well, here's how to make a good story out of your boring life.
Mhm.
So it's like, here's what it actually consists of. Here's the problem and why we're giving it to them. And then here's the result that they can expect.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the trend that I'm just going down and doing here. Right. So even up here, case studies. So, maybe you go like this. You say, this funnel is weird. Whatever. 5 case studies. I have an idea. All right, so we go into external, right? So we can then whatever the external is. Oh, well, it takes too much time to write a story, or no. What do you think it is?
Yeah, one of the bonuses that, well, I was including it as part of the ebook, but I think I can give it as a separate thing, is there's actually a simple way to create a selling story even without having to like write it out yourself or necessarily like prepare a script. Except this type of thing, it's basically where you record, like you would prepare an outline, like using the formula that I'm going to give them. You just prepare an outline for your story, and once you have that done, you basically just go on a video. You don't even need to do it in front of an audience, but you just record yourself telling the story as you tell them. And then there's a specific website I personally use called Temi, which lets you transcribe it at a low cost. Like
Yeah.
the going rate is 10 cents per minute. And then once you have it transcribed, it's just a simple matter of hiring someone maybe on Fiverr or elsewhere to actually like edit out the transcription, make it into like copy that works.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I actually like that. That's clever. Speed stories. My system for
let's see. There was one bonus that was remember.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh yeah, Brendan, do you have an affiliate program? Because I'm thinking what would be good is because they're going to be, like with my stuff, they're going to be creating a selling story. One thing though is if they don't have like the customer avatar determined yet, then I want to be able to offer something from you to help them with that.
Unfortunately, I don't at this point. Like I said, I'm coming back to info products later right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really working on Done For You and building out this agency. I just got hired by a handful of people, like some people that are out of my league, and now I have a woman who wants a 2 Comma Club award by Funnel Hacking Live, and we just started like 2 days ago. So that's my big goal right now, is to actually pull that off. So we're writing her a webinar. I've already met with her a few times, and we're going to action. I spend the rest of my week building out this funnel and writing the script and slides and everything, and then we're launching in like less than a week.
Okay.
So I mean, I'm doing a lot of Done For You, and I'm coming back to that later down the line.
Yeah, but I guess because like you're still having the masterclass for free, right?
Yeah, you could send people right over there. No problem.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna include that as a bonus, even though technically, like, just since it's gonna really help them and it's related to this offer anyway.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so bonus two. What was this? Oh yeah. All right, so now we have. Now, if you look at it, really, here's your course, all the templates. All you have to do is throw together a few case studies, do some research, and write some stories on them. Mm-hmm. Make an extra class, like literally one recording of you just talking about how to turn boring into exciting, right? And that's probably almost already in this piece, I would assume. You could just pull it out, bring it down there, and then all you do is you make a separate little mini course, in the members area. Just make it like a separate section down there and just says, hey, like here's this, what's the bonus called? Easy speed stories, whatever. And then literally just make like 5 videos talking about your system in that template.
Yep.
How you record. So, yeah, so I mean, whatever you wanted. Slap some prices on them, you're good to go. How much are you charging for this?
Right now I'm still figuring that out, so
right.
You can just put anything for now.
Sure. Cool. Bam. Urgency, scarcity. Bam. Second offer stack. Just fill it in up top and then recreate it there. This is the whole package. Cool. If you have any testimonials, people that worked with you, it's fine. And then you could steal this or put in your own photo, whatever. Mm-hmm. And we have a sales page. So then if we go over to all of these kind of go along the same template. But yeah, I'll share this with you.
Yeah. Because I kind of have a limit on how many pages my plan's able to accept now.
Oh, okay.
I'll get back to you on that.
I mean, I'll send you the link. It'll exist how it is now. If you want to use it, you can. Otherwise, you have the video and you could just plug it into your own.
Okay.
And then, yeah, not bad. I think. Does that help you out at all? Did you get some clarity?
Yeah, this was really helpful.
Sweet.
Actually, I'm thinking if you're up for it, I can actually use like this coaching call kind of as a bonus or something for people who purchase my product, just to basically give them a real-time walkthrough of the process of creating the customer avatar and then putting it into your sales.
Yeah, okay. I didn't really go through like all of my actual avatar questions, which is okay though. Because I think what we got was a lot of the theory that we needed in order to create the avatar, but then market to them,
Mm-hmm.
And essentially like that there's such a close link between like avatar and copywriting and story selling, I guess,
Yeah.
Because you can't do copywriting, you can't write stories if you don't know who your audience is. So it's like, this is almost like a prerequisite, knowing your avatar in order to do all that. And it's funny once you make that connection. And that was my big aha moment a long time ago. And that's why I started doing this stuff. It's like, no matter what, if it's somebody's hook story offer, it all goes back to knowing the avatar. And it's pretty cool now that you like see it firsthand. It's like,
yeah.
So, all right, man. You have any questions for me?
Not really. I'm actually gonna have to go in a bit, but I really appreciate your help, Brendan. Also, if you have anywhere where I can like basically leave a review, then I'll do so.
Yeah, man. If you want to shoot a quick video on your phone or your computer, whatever, just send it over to me. I'm always collecting testimonials, so
sure.
Just say, hey, I went through the Ultimate Avatar session. You could just call it that, and this is what we did. This is what we learned. Whatever. Tell a good story about it. Hey, no, I was really trying to figure out what my avatar was, and I just couldn't nail it. I've been working on it for so long, and then I found Brendan, and I met up with him for an hour, and it was so great. Now I know exactly what I'm doing, and I have a funnel, and we built it out so quick, and boom, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do something like that, especially because like in the future, if you do end up creating like an affiliate program or something, I plan on selling your stuff too.
Cool.
So I'm gonna create those videos. Now, one thing though, so I sent you the Google Docs link to the ebook, well, to the outline really of the ebook I'm creating.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to make sure that, do you have an expected time of when you're able to get back to me on that?
Let me see it real quick. Go to it now. Okay. So you're writing an ebook. This is an outline. Okay, hold on. What I would do, man, is turn this into a video course. Don't even make an ebook out of it.
Yeah, what I was thinking of doing, first of all, I am turning it into a video course, but I plan on basically creating a sort of ebook, maybe a workbook actually, out of that video course. This outline, I just created it so that I would know what to say when I shoot the video itself. But then later from the video, I'm gonna be using the Temi strategy I told you about before to create an ebook.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll just tell you, monetary value, perceived monetary value on an ebook is very, very low.
Yeah.
Whereas on a video course, people sell video courses all the time for $1,000-$2,000. So it's
honestly, the ebook I was thinking of including it basically just as like, I don't know, a bonus or either that or like an order bump or something.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I like it. But yeah, for sure. I'll take a look at it. I'll make you a little Loom video real quick right after we hang up,
Okay.
with some thoughts, just so you can get my real time, opinion.
Hmm.
Right. But other than that, let me run, and I hope that was helpful.
Yeah.
Normally I don't hop on with people for an hour and help them out like that. So, like I said, I've seen your name all over, and I appreciate you following me and all that. So, all
Well,
right, man.
thanks, Brendan. I'm gonna look into booking an actual interview with you for my group later on. Right now, my group is practically dead, but that's because I haven't really been active in it. But
Yeah.
once I actually get things situated, then I'll start interviewing and I'll contact you about that.
All
So
right, cool. Thanks a lot, man. We'll talk to you soon.
thanks.
All right, bye.
See ya.